Good morning, students. I hope you people are fine and healthy and you have gone through the last video very nicely. So today let us start with conversion from degree Celsius to Kelvin. Am I clear? 0 degree Celsius is equal to 273.16 Kelvin. That means that you can write as 273 Kelvin also. So if 0 degree Celsius is 273 Kelvin, so 1 degree Celsius should be 273 plus 1 Kelvin, so it will be 274 Kelvin. Likewise, you can convert from degree Celsius to Kelvin. Okay. Now, how can we change solid state to liquid state? That already you have learned. Solid state can be changed to liquid state by applying heat. Again, if we apply heat, we can convert liquid state to gaseous state. Now, the process of conversion of solid state to liquid state is called fusion. The process of conversion of liquid state to gaseous state is called vaporization, and process of conversion of gaseous state to solid state is called sublimation or deposition, and the process of conversion of liquid to solid state is called solidification, and process of conversion of gaseous state to liquid state is called condensation. Am I clear? Now let us discuss about effect of change of pressure. If we apply pressure, automatically temperature will be decreased, so we can by that process we can liquefy gases. Am I clear? By applying pressure we can liquefy atmospheric gases. There are some substances which gets directly converted from solid to gas or gas to solid. Those substances will never come to liquid state. Okay, so let us discuss some examples. One example is solid carbon dioxide. Solid carbon dioxide is stored under high pressure. Now if we decrease the pressure, what will happen? Solid carbon dioxide will get directly converted to gaseous state. Okay, and it will not go to the liquid state. For that reason it is called dry ice. Another example is sublimation of camphor or ammonium chloride. That means if we heat camphor or ammonium chloride, it will get directly converted to gaseous state, and on decrease of temperature it will again come back to solid state. Please go through activity 1.13. It was already nicely explained in the class. Now let us start with evaporation, your last topic. Okay, so what is evaporation? Evaporation is a surface phenomenon. That means it happens in the surface of the liquid, not in the bulk of the liquid, not inside liquid. It happens in the surface. Okay, so the process of change of liquid into vapors at any temperature below its boiling point is called evaporation. That means we do not need to boil the water, it will automatically takes place. If we keep some water outside, you will see that slowly the amount of water gets decreased because liquid water is getting converted to water vapor. For that reason we get water vapor from liquid state. Now you people are at home, so you people can try it. Take some water in a bowl or somewhere else and keep it outside and check it every day how it is getting evaporated. Okay, all right, so there are some factors which affects evaporation. First one is temperature. If temperature increases, kinetic energy increases, so it gets converted to gaseous state easily. Liquid gets converted to gaseous state easily. Okay, if there is increase in surface area, more amount of liquid water will be in the surface, so more amount of water will get evaporated. So increase in surface area increases evaporation. Humidity is the amount of water vapor present in the atmosphere. If amount of water vapor already it is more in the atmosphere, so it cannot hold too much of water, so what will happen? Evaporation will decrease. And if wind speed increases, automatically evaporation will increase because kinetic energy of the liquid water will increase and it will blow away easily. Am I clear? Now how does evaporation causes cooling? Due to evaporation there is some cooling effect. How evaporation causes cooling? Because on evaporation what happens, it loses some energy, so that energy it will gain from the surrounding. For that reason surrounding becomes cool. Am I clear? Many examples you can pick. One is, if you take nail polish remover or acetone, what will happen? If you keep it in your palm becomes cold. Why? Because it takes energy from your palm and it gets converted to the vapor state. For that reason your palm is the immediate surrounding and you feel cold. Am I clear? Another example is we wear cotton clothes in summer, right? Why we wear? Because cotton clothes have certain pores. When we will wear it, obviously we sweat more in summer days. So cotton clothes having the pores will absorb the water, that is the sweat from our body, and when it will come to the atmosphere, what will happen? Evaporation will take place. And how evaporation will take place? It will absorb heat energy from our body, and then sweats will get converted to the vapor state. Because of this, since our body is the immediate surrounding, okay, so we will feel cold. Am I clear to you? Please go through the examples very nicely once again.